Hey everyone, Inner Book Reader here. Today I want to talk about Time Shelter by Georgy Gospodinov. Time Shelter is the winner of 2023 International Booker Prize, which is a literature award that is given to an author work that's been translated to English and to their translator. In this year case, for example, it is given to Georgy Gospodinov and Angela Rodell. And from my experience reading some of them, they're never the book I enjoyed reading the most during the year I read them, but they have always had the most interesting ideas, at least. Personally, I think that's also the case with Time Shelter. The story itself follows an unnamed narrator from Bulgaria that journals his life and his meeting with a psychiatrist named Gaustin. Together, Gaustin and our main character created a clinic that recreated the past in order to treat patients of Alzheimer and dementia. Each floors of the clinic for each decades like 1960s, 1930s, 1940s, and even 1970s for the young people. The clinic has some really interesting patient stories. Sometimes it's someone who's been living a lie their whole time that when their memory of recent years are lost, they went back to the past that didn't even exist at the first place. Then there's someone who's used to work in a place that is spied by agents until he lost everyone he cared of. When he started losing his memory, the only one that can recall his past is the agent that used to spy on him. Enemies united by talking about their warm recollection of the past. Then they started opening the places to public and started opening this time shelter everywhere. Not just Bulgaria but across Europe. But people started to lose their mind over their recollection of the past. The past seems so much a better place with their rose-tinted views in these clinics. They forgot the horrible stuff that happens in the past that is not included in the clinics. And they started moving their countries back to their favorite past, including the time of dictatorship and all the suffering it entails just to escape the present. The other cult is a time bomb explosion, which as you might have guessed is not a good thing to happen. The book even mentioned earlier that, without being able to formulate it clearly, he senses that if no one remembers, then everything is permissible. If no one remembers become the equivalent of if there is no God. If there is no God, Dostoevsky said, then everything is permitted. God will turn out to be nothing but a huge memory, a memory of sins, a cloud with infinite megabytes of memory, a forgetful God, a God with Alzheimer's, who will free us from our obligation, no memory, no crime. The writing of the book can be hard to read, the main characters are never well established, there are some scenes that try to establish him, some patient of the time shelter for example that are close to him, but he always feels floaty since the start, if that makes sense, and he will stay floaty until the end. I never got a good grasp on who is this main character even until the end. His chapters are fairly short and we never truly know what time we're currently in at any given time except through some of the nuances of the story, which is not enough. It is also hard to follow the timeline because there are a lot of tangents in the story. A lot of them sometimes works to at least paint the character as someone obsessed with the past and aging, but it is still a hard to follow story. At time we're definitely at modern time since Twitter was involved. Then at another chapter we go back to World War II or somewhere. Then on another chapter we see a Tesla car on the road, which is modern time. Which if you read until the end, it makes a little sense kinda, due to the meta element of the story. But the meta element doesn't justify these out of place tangents even if they're put there on purpose. A lot of these author journal entries feels like the Starbucks cup in the Game of Thrones. Even if the producer of the show came up and said it's on purpose and it's not a mistake, they are still feel out of place. There are also elements of the book that feels like I'm 14 and this is deep. For example, there are sentences like this. Happened stories are all alike. Every unhappened story is unhappened in its own way. Which is a bit too much. Even in the context of the story, it barely makes any sense. It doesn't help that I'm still recovering from my fever and still very lightheaded while reading the book. A lot of the elements of the book is still very interesting, the time shelter is an interesting concept, and the way the author wrote memory loss is really heartfelt. There's something, a dread and grief, which instead of awakening seems to grow stronger with the years, and it is surely tied to the ever-quickening emptying of the rooms of my memory. One who opens door after door, going from room to room in the hope and fear of finding himself in one of them there, where he is still whole. Isn't this draft pulling towards the past in the end an attempt to reach that sound place, no matter how far back it might be, where things are still whole? where it smells of grass and you see the rose and its labyrinth point blank. I say place, but it's actually a place in time. So my advice from me, never ever visit a place you left as a child after a long absence. It has been replaced, emptied of time, abandoned, ghostly. There is nothing there. And then the time bomb and how people remember just the good part of the past is also a really good concept. Because we have type refunds, which can blur how bad the event that actually happens. It's a really great take on those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. The book I think have a lot of interesting ideas and then try to execute all of them at one book and at the same time. And as a result, it really felt like it is having an identity crisis at all times on what it is trying to tell. If part of what I said about the book is interesting to you, I should still give it a try. But as I mentioned, some elements of the book are really interesting, but the execution is just not there yet. I give this a 2.75. What do you think? You gonna read it? Did I miss anything? Leave your thoughts in the comment below and subscribe to the channel. That's about it.